It's a road movie. It's a comedy. It's about a couple of guys that don't get along with each other. They're thrust together in a car for a road trip, taking a kid to a treatment facility, and everything goes wrong as you would hope and expect it to. And it's fun and fast and weird, and it's got this great ensemble.
The title really represents the movie pretty well. The Shitheads. I feel like it embodies that in every sense of the word.
It catches your eye. We hope, and it certainly sums up the tone of the movie, I think. The key to cracking the film early on was really just trying to figure out the dynamics between the two main guys and then the kid in the car, the little triangle of characters there, and what each one represented. Because I knew, even though we didn't have a budget, we weren't making the movie, on some intuitive level, I knew that was going to be the draw for the movie, was that sort of three-way relationship. And figuring out how they all interrelated and what they were up to and what they wanted was the main thing, because I figured if we didn't have that, then none of the jokes, none of the gags, none of the other stuff was really going to be worth a whole lot.
I was just excited to work with Dave again. We worked on a show. Depending on who you ask.
Show.
It's
Quibi,
a show.
baby.
Yeah, Quibi.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Quibi.
Fairly Brothers. Bill Murray's in it.
Yeah,
Come on,
right,
don't
man.
undermine
Pete
it.
Davidson. Yeah, man. So the Now.
Probably.
The Now with our good friend Jimmy Tatro, and we've been friends ever since. And so the chance to get to work with him again was it's just a moment that I had to grab. You're actually the first person that I've done more than one project with, which is like great.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, let's keep it going. And then he put me on to Macon's work, and then having conversations with Macon, it's so good to have somebody who, when a project like this, when it's their baby, some people are hesitant to collab, but he just wants to find the gold to make sure it's as the best that it can be. And he's so easy to talk to. And it's been one of the most texts I've ever had between a director, for sure, is talking with Macon, trying to figure out who Davis is, what films should I watch to kind of get the tone and things like that. And so it definitely was one of the funnest times I've ever had on the set. But it all starts with my man Dave, seeing Davis on the page and thinking that I could play him.
I've just been a huge fan of Macon's for a long time now. That's the truth. That's the main reason why I was really excited about this. And then also the character. I think, people see me as kind of a clean-cut person, I think, in general. And so to be able to play a guy with this nasty, scraggly beard and a neck tattoo and another tattoo on my bicep that has a bird saying, "Who farted?" It felt like a nice departure for me. I feel like my character in Love Lies Bleeding walked so this character could run.
I was extremely eager to play Prick-a-Bush. We almost made the movie in 2017. I made an audition tape back then, really wanted this part. So I, got fake tattoos. I got a grill. I made a rap video in the streets of Hollywood and freestyled and made a tape that I tried to be weird as in it. I tried to be creepy and scary. Guess Macon responded to it. So I was really excited to do this movie, and it didn't work out. So finally, when there was an announcement about Dave and Shay starring in this movie and it coming back, I was like, hell yeah. I'm not going to get cast in that part. It's been too long. He's probably going to get a whole new round of tapes and some young kids who can rap professionally.
I can't imagine
I don't know.
anyone else playing that role.
Yeah. I mean, I was a huge fan of Macon as a filmmaker and also as an actor. Incredible actor as well. And reading the script, it was an immediate, I want to do this. And I felt like the story was so fun. Being part of an ensemble who's so wildly cool and talented was just such a draw. And I loved the part. I loved her. I really didn't feel like I'd played even a version of her before. And that was so fun. And I feel like the movie is so funny, but it also is so real, and there's so much stuff to kind of mine into as an actor. So it was challenging, and it was funny, and it was exciting, and all the things. So it was like a big sign me up as soon as I heard about it.
Got some accent work.
Yeah.
Seemed like that would be challenging.
Kiernan,
some
What
dialect
accent are you
in.
doing?
I do a Ukrainian accent.
It's
in the film.
unbelievable.
You'll see it tonight.
Kiernan,
no, I
Kiernan
don't
came in. Kiernan came in like a week into the shoot, and just on day one, just firing on all the cylinders. Where she had this like full dance sequence. By the end of the day, she was like bleeding, she's screaming, and she's doing it all with this perfect Ukrainian accent.
Oh, that's so nice. It was terrifying, but fun.
What was the day on the shoot that was like, oh wow, something just unexpected happened, or you had to like adapt? Anything? I mean, or was that every day?
We all know what you're thinking.
I have one. It's nobody wants to hear it. So we were filming at the motel set was a working motel, and adjacent to it was a parking lot for long range truckers, and somebody had, let's say, left their portable bathroom lying in the parking lot, and the picture car drove over it, and it exploded, and then everything was just sort of in communion with what was left over with the exploded toilet for the rest of the day of the shoot. It was goddamn disgusting, and yet there was nothing to be done about it but keep shooting shots. And
Very representative.
and
of
there
the
was
whole
something
movie.
about and I'm not talking about the literalism of the title of the movie and what was I'm just talking about vibes wise. It did feel very, very appropriate, and everybody just put cotton balls in their nose and got back to work. Now, I did all that work to make it PG-13.
I'm sorry, bro.
Was this on day zero?
It was on day zero.
Yeah.
That's what that was?
Yeah, bro. It's a bag of old shit.
I remember that smell vividly.
Yeah, dude. It was crazy.
Not great.
Wow.
Yeah.
But by comparison, every day after that felt a little bit easier. You know?
Yeah.
Sort of like set the bar at a certain place. So
Something about starting off with a bag of shit.
there we go again.
Everything just seems easy.
Was there much improv on this set, or was it okay?
I mean, I feel like there was. It was like everybody had like these very distinctive ideas about their characters, and my thinking was like, as you know, we'll get what the scene needs to do, but whatever anybody else wants to bring to it, then like that reflects well on the whole thing. And so whenever, I mean, for crying out loud, the scene in the attic with Nick. That was the hardest scene to edit because the first cut of it was 12 minutes long because he just kept going and going and going. And it was all great. I could have watched a whole movie of it, but it's at a certain point we were like, we have to move the story along. But it was hard to cut because it was all so hilarious. Dave and O'Shea are constantly bickering, and within their bickering, talking over each other and trying to get the last word and one up each other. They're constantly like throwing in their own stuff. It was just like everybody, I feel like brought little extra pieces, which elevated the whole thing.
Can we talk favorite Sundance memories? I mean, you won the Grand Jury Prize with your last film here, but it's the last one in Park City, so kind of a special, bittersweet one.
One of my favorite memories here is when I was here for Love Lies Bleeding, and spoiler, there's a moment in that film where someone bashes my face against the edge of a table, and my jaw gets unhinged and is dangling, and it's so disgusting. And I just remember watching that at the Eccles with 1,000+ people, and I couldn't stop laughing. And then like they cut back to that image like 4 more times throughout the movie. And so you hear like one person, which is me, just cackling every time they like again showed the dislocated jaw. That was fun.
Yeah, just my first time being here, which was Ingrid Goes West. It was my second movie ever, and it was really me stepping out and taking my career by the horns. And so for a move like that to take me to Sundance, it was something that I needed in my life at that time to reassure me that I can trust myself to make the choices for my career.
This is my first Sundance, and I love it. The vibes are great, and I've made countless memories already. This being a great one. I had to do it. Well, I got here early yesterday, so I just kind of like
so impressive.
did the thing.
I would say my first Sundance, the first one's very special. It's a dream for an actor. That was for Red State. That movie, we felt like it could be controversial because the Westboro Baptist Church is like the villain of that film. So then going to Eccles and rolling up and seeing them like with their signs and all their horrible, horrible stuff that they're chanting, it was like, wow, this movie is like really hit. Like they're scared of this movie. I was like, this is cool. The power of this movie, it has brought them here in the snow, picketing, hating us. But, you know, they're truly horrible people. So I hope they got frostbite. I think we just need a movie like this, you know, just a fun, outrageous buddy comedy, just gnarly, disgusting, violent, horrible things happening. And it's just fun. I think we just need fun movies right now. I mean,
But
there's
it's
a lot
still-
of good. Yeah, go
Still
ahead.
kind of sweet. Underneath
still
it all,
sweet.
there's like a nice
Yeah.
heart to it.
Yeah, I think you know, at least especially with Davis, is there are a bunch of people who try to do the right thing, and there's some people who are just shitheads and they just accept that. But there's a large group that try to do right, and sometimes you need the right words of confidence, or you need the right people around you to kind of put you in a situation to win. Success isn't something that isn't a road traveled by yourself. You're going to always need somebody either to give you an opportunity or to just have your back in order to find that success. In Davis's case, in order to not be a shithead, to be good. And so it's I think it speaks to people who continue to try and want to better themselves. And sometimes it might take your environment or the people around you that you got to switch up. Thank you.
Very well said.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Thank you.